Driving. Oh, he gets all the way to the basket. Nice shot, Xavier. Oh. And they blocked the full court shot by Dundee-Crown. So Pats comes away with a 13-9 lead on great shot by Xavier. So far this game's been all defense for Pats. We haven't really had great offense, kind of been stagnant, just a lot of passing on the perimeter. That was great. The last two possessions of the quarter, though, we got him inside. It started to collapse on the one Max Trophy 3. He got it inside and kicked it out. And then Xavier got it all the way to the rim right as the quarter expired. So that's going to have to be one of the keys for playing Pats. Try to draw in the defense by attacking the rim and then pass it out for threes. Also, they're going to have to be, if their offense isn't working, they're going to have great defense. And so far that's been the case, only allowing 9 points in the first quarter. Really pressure the guards. I think they've already forced 3 turnovers in the game. And especially if the guards haven't really been easily breaking the press that the St. Pat's has been giving them. So, second quarter is just underway. We're going to start off with Lawrence, Shawnak, Hamilton, Io, and Dewey. So we start off with Shawnak on the top of the key. Lawrence drives to J-Ham. A little short. Out of bounds. It's going to be Dundee-Crown ball. Once again, Lawrence drove, kicked it out. Probably could have used one more pass, but Jonathan gets a good look at the basket for a jump shot, just went short. St. Pat's bringing a full court pressure again. Shawnak pressuring the guard. He's going to easily get it across half court. The one negative about pressuring is that it's a lot of foul life, so you run the risk of getting your players into foul trouble, but so far that hasn't really been the case, except the one foul with Dewey. Number 12 for Dundee-Crown. He's going to call for, looks like a charge. He was driving in on Io and kind of put his shoulder down, try to get into the paint more, calling for a charge. Ball goes to Jalen. Jalen for 3. Money. 3-pointer for Jalen Nelson. It puts us up 16-9. St. Pat's starting to try to pull away. If Dundee-Crown doesn't figure out this defense, it looks Pat's is just going to keep scoring without any problem. Oh, Lawrence took it away. See if they call it on Lawrence or on Dundee-Crown. Oh, that's killer. Call it on Lawrence. Looks like he cleanly stripped it. It could have been a foul on Dundee when Lawrence got the ball back, but they're going to give it back to Dundee-Crown. Number 15, Gabriel Bergen, coming back in, the sophomore. Lawrence pressuring him, top of the key. Oh, it spins around. Oh, double dribbles. Number 3, Nicholas Shidlowski is a senior guard, 6'1", got caught with double dribbles. Had a nice spin move though, got to the rim. Hamilton outside with the ball. Io calling for it, doesn't get it. Shawnak back to the top of the key. Lawrence. Hamilton. He drives. Ooh. Shawnak could have been fouled there, but they don't call it. It's going to be a wild layup. Dundee-Crown gets the rebound. Ooh. Shawnak pushes him. They're really pressuring these guards way out behind the three-point line, and they haven't been able to break this St. Patrick pressure, really. Dundee-Crown once again on the left wing to the right. Great pressure from St. Patrick still. They can't get anything. They're just passing around. Ooh, Lawrence got hit. That's going to be another turnover for Dundee-Crown. They throw it away. Lawrence, nice pass to Hamilton, thread the needle. Lawrence making things happen out in the court. Hamilton gets the easy layup from a great pass from Lawrence. Dundee-Crown calls timeout. They haven't scored this whole second quarter. Already 2.5 minutes gone. St. Patrick's already doubled their score. It's 18-9. St. Patrick's come out here and done what they needed to do. Like I said, big key for St. Patrick has been their perimeter shooting. And so far today, I think they've got 3 threes already. Max Trophy, Jalen, and Lawrence each have 1. That's 9 of our 18. Looks like sent a lot on the top left wing. They usually try to pass it. Guard usually tries to run in, and they set it down screen, and then there's usually someone open on the left wing. We've had 2 threes open over there. Max Trophy and Jalen each hit 1 on the left wing. They're getting open on screens. Come out, timeout. Dundee-Crown's ball. They really need to get some offense going, or else it's going to get out of hand. 9 points, not very good. Considering it's already midway through the second quarter. St. Patrick's pressure has been really great, and they're not fouling. These guards just aren't getting around them. Let's see if Dundee does anything different. Oh! Another bad pass by Dundee-Crown, almost a turnover, but goes out of bounds. Side out, Gabriel Burgon, number 15, sophomore, going to inbound it. Swing it around. Oh, looks like they're going to call a foul on Keyshawn. Looks around, wondering why they call it on him. I think they're going to call a reach. Once again, side out for Dundee-Crown. Jalen pressuring the guard. Swing it to the other guard, all the way at the top. I don't think this whole second quarter, I don't think we've even seen them get into the paint. Almost another turnover. Even though St. Patrick's offense hasn't been that great, Coach Bailey's got to be excited on how great of pressure we put on defense. I mean, 9 points is nothing. And all they're doing is just dribbling on the outside. They haven't gotten anything in the paint. He's going to drive. Oh, kicked it out. Oh, it's a steal for Jalen, it looks like. And he pushes it all the way up court. Oh, but they couldn't finish on transition. Great steal by Jalen, though. Anticipated the pass out to the wing. Just stole it. Max Trophy couldn't complete the transition play. Oh. Keyshawn kind of just let him go. Got a great pass. Got it into the post. Kind of just went around him. Screen by Max. He's going to allow Keyshawn to get all the way to the rim. They call a foul. Keyshawn's going to go to the line for 2 free throws. Got hit pretty hard. John X talking to him. Sean gets 2 free throws. Right now our lineup's Jalen, Keyshawn, Max, Henry, and Sean. First one misses. If Pats can keep up this defensive energy and pressure, they should easily be able to win this game. They just need to get their offense going. Get it to the rim, kick it out, get those perimeter shots. St. Patrick's still doing the full court pressure. Oh, another turnover for Dundee. They're going to Keyshawn with the steal. They're going to foul him, though, during the transition. Looked like his trophy was cut into the basket for could have been an easy layup, but good foul by Dundee to stop them from getting that easy layup. Inbounded. Xavier Pinson's just checked in. Dribble around. Set the screen for Dewey. Dewey takes a shot fake to Keyshawn. Keyshawn's been driving all day. Oh, out to Xavier for three. Another three for St. Patrick. Keyshawn to Xavier Pinston for three, who just checked in. The sophomore seems like he's playing like a senior. Oh, Dundee almost turns it over again. Oh, another broken play turning into an easy 2 points. The guy on Dundee lost the ball, almost went out of bounds. Then he got open jump shot after he got through a double team. Oh, nice pass from him. Another great pass from Keyshawn. Drove in, saw Henry slide in, wide open, down in the post. Easy layup. Dundee-Crown dribbling around. Deep three from Dundee, off the front of the rim. Rebound Dewey. Dewey pushing up quickly. Oh, tries to make a long pass to Henry, but went over his head. Kind of ill-advised. There was a guard. There was a defender right in front of him too. St. Patrick still pressuring. They've only allowed 4 points this whole quarter. 2:20 left in the second. Oh, he strips it away. They're going to give it back to Dundee, though. Great play by Sean Eck. We just got word Anthony Pasquale will be back for halftime, so help me out. Dundee's inbounding, can't seem to get anything. Turns it over. Sean Eck on transition. He's going to shoot up a layup. He's going to get fouled. Call blocking. Great instincts to not pass it and take the shot. Could have been stolen. There was a guard trailing. Looked like Jalen on transition. Sean's going to get 2 free throws. 2:03 left in the second quarter. St. Patrick's up 24-13 on Dundee-Crown. First one goes for Sean Eck. Number 2, Sean J, the junior, 5'6", just checked in for Dundee-Crown. He was one of the stars for this team. Sean Eck made the second free throw. He gets. Oh, Jalen almost gets another steal. Oh, nice no-look pass. They got all the way in, and easy layup for number 23, Russell Bergeron. I wonder if there's any relation between him and Gabriel Bergeron. He's a senior, though. Forward 6'3". Got an open layup. Looks like they're doing this play where they set down screen, have a guard fly out. Once again, stuck at the top of the key. Oh, another turnover. Sean Eck gets it, pushes it. Oh, he's going to call for a charge. Seems upset about that. He thought that was a block. Could have been. It looked like Dundee-Crown's player stepped in. Didn't look like he had his set feet. Bad call by the refs. Dundee-Crown gets the ball back. 26-15, minute left, second quarter. Looks like they're going to get called. Jalen's going to get called for a reach. He's upset as well. I don't think St. Patrick's really happy with his referee crew. Ooh. Get to the rim. Trout doubled. Almost another forced turnover. Pats has forced so many turnovers this game. It's been one of the reasons we're up by 11. Substitutions, looks like. Ball in play, Sean Eck. Sean Eck's going to push it. 50 seconds left in the quarter. Almost got stolen on that ball reversal. Oh, Jalen tried jumping it off to Henry, but got knocked out of bounds. 38 seconds left. Let's see if they try and milk the clock for one shot. Throw it to Dayham in the backcourt. Get it to Lawrence. Lawrence going to slowly dribble it up. Give it to Sean Eck at the top of the key. 23 seconds left. They double Hamilton. Can't get it back to Sean Eck. Sean kicks it to Lawrence. It does look like they're going to wait for the last shot. Try to get the last shot of the quarter. Shot here would be huge. Give him a huge confidence boost going into the quarter. Up 13. Jalen shoots a three. Off. And that's the end of the second quarter. At halftime, 26-15, St. Patrick High School. It looks like at halftime we're going to show you guys an interview of Coach Bailey. It was recorded before the season started. So, here it is.
Shamrock fans, my name is Anthony Pasquale here with Hall of Famer Coach Bailey. How are you doing today, Coach?
Doing well. Thanks, Anthony.
And before we get into any of the questions, just want to congratulate you once again on the Hall of Fame honors.
Well, thank you for that. And what I always say is coaches don't make the Hall of Fame. Players put coaches in the Hall of Fame. And we've been very, very blessed here over the years with just great kids in our basketball program, both on the court and off the court. So certainly it's a very nice honor, but it cannot be done at all, just like anything at St. Pat's. It can't be done without our students, our great student bodies, and our guys who play for me here.
Did you think as a beginning coach, however many years ago it was, that you would be in the Hall of Fame?
No, I don't think you dream of that. I think you just try to take it day by day and let the chips kind of fall as they may a little bit. Okay, so certainly you always want to have a successful team, but to think that you're ever going to make the St. Patrick Hall of Fame, if you start off coaching here and you think you're going to make the Hall of Fame, then you know what's going to happen? You're never going to have good teams. So I think it's just a day-by-day process, and it certainly is very humbling to make the Hall of Fame here. If you look down at that Wall of Fame with all the people that have made it and the impression that they've made here at St. Pat's and really the city of Chicago, to be included with those guys is really a humbling experience.
So obviously, if you make the Hall of Fame, you're doing something right. So what do you owe your coaching success to?
You know, I think really too, it's just been a group effort from our administration that has really made sure that basketball is important here, that winning is not the most important thing, that we represent our school the right way, represent our community the right way, but certainly with their support. I would say with our parents, we've been very blessed here with great families, with great parental support. The backbone of the program has always been my assistant coaches. Okay, the most important thing I think I do here as the head basketball coach is hire my assistant coaches. They need to be my extension. And what I really try to do is be the dumbest guy in the room whenever I meet with those guys. Because that means then I've hired good assistants that are smarter than me and I can learn from. And that certainly has been the case here. And then, like I said, our players, okay, are probably the most important thing. And really our stud section, our student section right here. I know those guys over the years have actually won us basketball games with their spirit, with the way they filled up the gym, with the atmosphere in our building. Not only is it intimidating for the other team, but it's very, very supportive for our team. It gives us that little extra boost when we need it coming down the stretch. So really it's not one thing, Ant, it's really, I think, a combination of all those things.
So obviously you're a special coach if you made it to the Hall of Fame. Is there a particular coach or coaches that you try to coach like?
You know, I try to pick and choose from a lot of different guys, okay? And really people that, these names probably don't mean a lot to people here, but maybe some of the old timers they do, but people like Jim Harrington, who was that Hall of Fame coach at Elgin High School, Bill Gleason, who was a Hall of Fame coach at Loyola Academy. Doug Bruno has certainly been a major influence upon myself. He's the head women's coach at DePaul University. And, you know, you start naming names and you miss guys, okay? So I always kind of hate to do it. But off the top of my head, those three guys have probably been some of the biggest influences in my coaching career.
So if you take those three coaches or any of the other coaches that you say, you form yourself a coaching style, how would you describe your coaching style?
Well, we're going to be competitive. We certainly want our kids. I think over the years, this has been true. We get tough, hard-nosed kids that play in our basketball program, kids that are team-oriented, kids that love St. Patrick High School. Okay? They come here just not to play basketball for sure. They come here for the great education, the great environment that we have in our school. Every kid's coming here just to play basketball, and he's coming here for the wrong reasons. So I think it's been just the idea of the type of kid that we've been able to kind of bring in here has been really, really important.
In all the time that you've spent coaching, is there a particular moment that stands out to you?
You know, I think it would, I don't know if there's any one particular moment, because there's been so many big games in that gym, okay, and so many great moments, but I think it's always been the relationship our team has had with our student section, okay? We really feel our stud section is part of our basketball team, and that our basketball team is a large part of what happens in our school right here. And I think it's that, the best moments I can remember is just the gym rocking and rolling. Before the game even started, we'd be downstairs in the cafeteria stretching and loosening up, and the gym would, you could hear it. The gym is absolutely up for grabs before the games even started. Those are really kind of the memories that I kind of remember and really cherish. And then really the other memories are when our players come back, our past players come back. For example, on Hall of Fame night, so many of our past players were here, and just talking with those guys and laughing, and those guys remember everything. They remember everything I said, what I was wearing, where I was standing, and just to talk to those guys and laugh about some of the memories of the past and the great moments. I think those are the two things, the relationship with our players, and then obviously the relationship our programs have with our stud section.
So like you said, the players kind of remember everything. I remember one game last year, and I'm pretty sure it only happened one time. You sat down.
Okay.
What do you think it is about the way you coach that doesn't allow you to sit down?
Well, I just think that a lot of times, you know, we say this all the time, enthusiasm is contagious, energy is contagious, and I think if our players see that I'm into the game without losing control, but that I'm into the game, and there's been a few times I've probably lost some control over there, but that I'm with them. I've got their back. They've got my back, and I've got their back. And certainly there's been a lot of successful coaches. Coach Curlin, for example, one of the all-time great coaches in state history. I think he was more a guy that just kind of sat on his back on the bench right there and was maybe a little bit more low-key. But I think you have to coach to your personality. I think you have to teach to your personality if you're going to be a teacher. And that's just kind of my personality.
And if any of you sitting at home don't know, Coach Curlin is who the new basketball court is named after. It's Curlin Court. Now, Coach, if you don't mind me asking, how many years have you coached here?
This is my 22nd year here, and I think it's close to 35, 36 years maybe total.
All right, so 22 years here at this place. What is it about this place that makes you keep coming back?
You know what I say? It's family. It really is. You know, sometimes people say that, but I think if you really get into this place, if you really kind of come in with an open mind, you really want to get involved, you don't have a chip on your shoulder, this becomes family for you. Sometimes you walk in and it's family already, but it'll become family for you. There's not a day I come to work where I think I'm coming to work. Okay, there's always something new, something different, something exciting going on in the hallways and the classrooms of our school. Our faculty is just, you know, they're not co-workers. I'd say a large majority, not all of them, are my friends. Okay, people that I just kind of like to hang out with a little bit. And certainly just walking the hallways and talking to students, forget about basketball players, talking to students, those are the things that kind of keep you coming back. I've been at a few different high schools before this. There is no high school like St. Patrick High School.
And so you just went through the tryout process, got your 3 teams set. Is there a particular criteria you use to evaluate a Shamrock player?
Yeah, you know, you got to be a good player, or you have to be potentially a good player, especially if you're on the lower levels. We'll look for some kids that maybe are a little awkward, maybe, but they're tall. And if they keep getting in the gym and keep working and growing to their bodies, they certainly have a chance to be players. So we look at skill level, we look at talent, we look at potential, but we also look at can you fit into the environment of the team? You know, what type of kid are you around school? Not that all our basketball players are angels by any means, okay? But if you're going to be a guy that's going to be in constant trouble around school, you're not going to be representing our basketball program the way we want to represent it. Same thing with grades. Certainly not that all of our guys are A students by any means. But if you're going to be a guy that, you know, we don't know is going to be eligible from week to week, I would rather take a player not as talented, okay, and keep that player because I know that we can work with that type of kid. So there's a lot more that goes into it besides just basketball ability.
So obviously last year, one of your best seasons coaching, bucket away from going downstate. What do you think is going to be the biggest difference between last year's sectional winning team to this year's team?
Well, just experience factor early. I think if we could get past the growing pains early, okay, we play a daunting schedule again. There's no easy games on our schedule ever, and this year's probably one of our tougher schedules. But I think if our team steps up and meets the challenge, and I think they will compete and meet the challenge, I think by January, February, we can be really good. So again, it's going to be just kind of like, hey, listen, our goal is to be really good next Monday, okay,
Yeah.
we open play, okay, in our Thanksgiving tournament. But I think we can really be a good basketball team by January and February.
So you just kind of started talking about the schedule. Is there a particular game on the schedule that you're looking forward to?
You know, our conference is just up. I mean, it's just one of the best conferences in the state. You know, everybody focuses. Obviously, Notre Dame is a great rivalry game here. It's one of the best rivalries really in the state of Illinois. But what we try to do is not focus in on just one game. It's just take it game by game, step by step. It's the process of going through each practice, each day, each week, and seeing if we can get a little bit better in each day. And then if we do that every day, we get a little bit better. It's going to culminate with a really good basketball team by the end of the year.
So what's in store for the Shamrocks this season?
I mean, again, I hope everybody kind of comes out. You know, when our crowds have gotten really, we got a little slack maybe a few years ago with our crowds. Our crowds are growing again. I think it's a great pick-me-up in our school with a lot of great school spirit. It's just not in the gym, but in the hallways of our school when our basketball team is doing well. Okay, I think everybody just feels a little bit better. So I think we're looking forward to it. We're looking forward to the challenge of having a little bit of a younger team, but certainly a team that's anchored very, very well by our three seniors, Sean Eck, Henry Gouchwan, and Dewey Paganini. Very proud of those guys for the way they've grown up, matured over the years here at St. Pat's, and really looking forward to leading our basketball team this year.
All right, Coach, congratulations again on the Hall of Fame honor. Thank you all.
And ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Once again, this is Anthony Pasquale here with Nathan Huzenis. It's good to be back.
Great to have you back, Anthony. Struggled a little bit in that first half.
And Jalen will turn it over trying to get it to Sean Eck. And Dundee-Crown will score a basket right away, so it's 26-17 Shamrocks. Sean will bring it up. Sean's accompanied by Henry, John, Jalen, and Lawrence, and he'll drive right in, miss a layup, and Dundee-Crown will go back on offense. Another drive, another hoop. Two quick baskets here to start off the third quarter for Dundee-Crown.
You can tell Dundee-Crown's breaking that pressure and getting open layups after beating it.
Jalen takes a three. Ladies and gentlemen, take a ride on the SS Jalen. The SS stands for sharpshooter. Looks like the Shamrocks are trying a little bit of a full press, trying to create more turnovers than they did in the first half alone.
Yeah, it's been one of the big differences on the scoreboard, how many points we have off turnovers. Have at least 5 or 6.
And Dundee-Crown's just dribbling around on the wing, back on top.
Yeah, they haven't done anything going on the half-court offense. It just seems like they're just dribbling around on the outside.
Fakes a shot, puts it on the wing. Tries to thread it inside, miss a layup. And it'll stay with Dundee-Crown, as I believe John Hamilton knocked it out of bounds.
They did get a good look there after just passing it. Guy kind of came across, got posted up, got an open layup, but just it looks like John knocked it away.
We'd like to take some time here to say hi to some of our viewers. Thank you, Mr. Rejo, for tuning in, and thank you to Mr. Preslack, two of our biggest fans here. It means a lot that you guys have tuned in. As Dundee-Crown is in a bit of a trap, they'll put it all the way back towards half court.
Sometimes when those guards get on the corners, Pat's been double teaming them, try to force more turnovers.
Henry is just playing ferocious defense right now as Dundee hits a three.
Dundee's come out of the gates and scored a lot of points, starting to try to make a run at that St. Pat's lead.
Yeah, that's 7 points already to the Shamrock 0. or excuse me, 3 from Jalen Nelson. Lawrence with a pass to Henry Guzman. He'll get the layup to go. The Goose.
That's the second time today we've seen Henry just seal inside, seal off his guy, and get a good look at the basket off dribble penetration.
There you see Io and Dewey going over to the scorer's table. Dundee-Crown dribbles in, takes an awkward shot. It's an air ball. Sean Eck dribbling up the court. He's got Lawrence. He'll take a 3. Ladies and gentlemen, lights out. Lawrence does it again. Was there any doubt in your mind, Nathan, that he was going to make that shot?
He's lights out.
And Dundee's heading up the court. Little spin move gets Lawrence. That's Sean J on top. Gives it over. Takes his time working on Sean X. Switch there. Now it's Henry. And he'll miss the shot. Dundee will get a rebound, put it right back in. But I don't think the basket will count as he was fouled before the shot.
Dewey and Io coming in.
Dewey and Io coming in, and Henry and Jalen are coming out.
I think Io should take advantage of his size advantage. Looks like he's a couple inches taller than the guy defending him, so.
We would love to see Io dunk one today, because we know he can. He won the Shamrock Dunk Contest earlier this year, so we know he's capable. And nice rebound there by John, but he gets to take it from him. Big block by Io. Sean will bring it up the court. He'll stop at the elbow for a shot. No good. Rebound by John, blocked. And Dundee-Crown will bring it back up, as that's number 11, Kyrie Powell, taking it up the court. Body's falling all over the ground there. It looks like Shaunak came up with it. He has a knack for finding loose balls, doesn't he?
Yeah. Bad turnover, though. Just toss it away.
It'll be Dundee-Crown ball as they trail by 12. Shamrocks lead at 34-22 with 4 remaining here in the third quarter.
Yeah, this game, so far in the second half, it's been really fast-paced. A lot of transition buckets for both teams.
And Lawrence almost comes away with a steal, and they'll call him for a foul. That'll be the Shamrock's third foul of the half, and Lawrence's third. So it looks like he'll come out, and either Keyshawn or Xavier Pinson will come in. Looks like it'll be Keyshawn. And Dundee-Crown will be inbounding the ball. And Dewey smacks it away, but Dundee-Crown will get it back.
Imagine we've gotten all these loose balls. Imagine if they all went our way. We'd be up by way more.
Isles jumping around in there. I think a charge was called?
I think so. I mean,
Yep, looks like a charge taken there by John Hamilton.
usually you see someone on the ground after a charge. I thought they called the foul on Io at first.
I did too. And we've got Sean bringing the ball up over to Dewey. And there it is back to Sean Eck. Over on top, Keyshawn for 3. No good. John Hamilton gets it, gives it back to Keyshawn. Fakes the shot. Dribbles it right in. No good.
Yeah,
It'll be Sean J giving it to Powell, taking it up the court. Back to Sean J. Sean J looks like this team's primary scorer as Dundee misses another 3. Gives it to Dewey, taking it up the floor. Right to Keyshawn. He won't take that shot. He'll calm things down a bit, take it on top. He'll get himself wide open, takes the 3, no good. That looked almost nonchalant there by Keyshawn as Io misses a bucket and Powell will take it down the court.
Io looked like he got that rebound easily. He's so much taller than all the guys in right now for Dundee.
And timeout called by Dundee. Their first of the half.
I think right now the best player for Pats has been Keyshawn. He's driving in, creating offense for Pats. Even though he might not have the most points on the scoreboard, he's had some nice assists. He has a knack for just driving in, being able to create space and get points for other players.
Yeah, Keyshawn, that's one of the reasons why we like to call him the Bullet. He just drives through the paint and finds some open men.
Yeah, I think that's the most important part of his game. I think that's kind of his greatest ability is being able to drive in on the defense. He has great driving ability, let's just say that.
He sure does. And it looks like the Shamrocks will. It looks like Keyshawn's staying in the game along with Io. I believe Max is coming in with Dewey and Xavier Pinson. Xavier Pinson's a sophomore, but he does not play like one.
No, he looks almost like a polished senior. He looks like he's been on varsity before.
Mm-hmm. His dribble, the way he dribbles is just incredible to watch.
Yeah, I'd call him a playmaker.
Oh, for sure. They'll give it to inbound at Dundee-Crown. Dribbles it off his foot. Keyshawn will take it down the court. Pass in the corner to Max Trophy. The chauffeur is good on a three.
Second three of the day for Trophy. 2 of 2.
I talked to a sophomore basketball player about Max Trophy, and he said that kid is knocked down from anywhere on the court. He displayed that there. What a block by Io.
Man, he came from the other side, just blocked him way out of bounds.
It looked like Max kind of blocked it at first, and it still had a shot of approaching the rim, but Io did not let that shot come anywhere close to the basket. And Sean Jay will take a three. He'll get it. 37-25, Shamrocks.
That's a killer. Get an open three off an inbounds pass.
Look at how calm Xavier looks as a sophomore. He really knows how to play the game.
Yeah, he's a great guard.
As Dewey will go right in. No look pass there to Keyshawn. Keyshawn dribbling around. He'll give it to Xavier. Xavier showing off some of them handles. He'll give it to Dewey, but it was tipped by Dundee-Crown. Shamrocks will take the ball.
I noticed a lot of dribble handoffs in the corner for Pats. It's kind of been like the thing where they get a dribble handoff in the corner and bring it around. Sometimes they get open threes off of that.
Speaking of handoff, we'll give you a little update on the playoff scores as the Chiefs lead the Texans 13-0 at this point. Trophy takes a deep three, no good, and Io will snatch the rebound with one hand. He'll get fouled as they try to take it from him. Shamrock's ball.
Yeah, Io needs to play big. He has a size advantage over all the Dundee-Crown guys. And plus, we've seen his high jumping ability. He should get a lot of these rebounds.
Here comes Jalen, and Keyshawn will be coming out of the game. So Jalen in for Keyshawn. Max, way behind the three-point line, gives it to Xavier. Io right in the middle. He'll take a floater, and he'll get it to go.
Io with a soft touch.
Canadian Bacon with a two-pointer. And they'll give it to Sean Jay. He'll fake Xavier on a pass, give it right there to Dundee-Crown. They'll get another basket. 39-27 with only a minute remaining here in the third quarter.
Yeah, that's one basket, but that's what St. Pat's has been kind of stopping all day. They haven't gotten much dribble penetration.
Xavier will give it to Dewey. He'll dribble right in. Loses it. Sean will get the ball, and isn't that travel?
I don't know. He's like having a seizure on the ground.
Looks like timeout. Keep the ball. 3 fouls at this point for each team as we are just nearing the end of the third quarter. Shamrocks are up by 12, 39-27. What do you think is the biggest reason that the Shamrocks are up by 12 at this point?
Ferocious defense and forcing turnovers. We haven't let anything, we barely let any points in the paint. Most of the shots have been off broken plays where we usually tip it out or some kind of tip ball. We've scored a lot of points off turnovers. We've at least forced at least 4, 5, 6 turnovers in this game.
Mm-hmm. And obviously, since I came late, I didn't get a chance to talk to Coach Bailey about his 3 keys to the game. But last game, I talked to him, and one of the biggest keys was the days of not getting defensive rebounds are over. And this game, they're getting all the defensive rebounds, all the offensive rebounds. They're just destroying the glass.
Yeah, Io and Henry have been really great on the boards.
And John Hamilton's coming away with a few of his own.
Yeah.
As Dundee-Crown will get it.
You could definitely tell one of the keys to his game was definitely to pressure the guards and try to force turnovers.
Yeah.
That's what they've been doing all game.
It's evident that that's one of the keys that Coach Bailey would have told me because they are putting some crazy pressure here on Dundee-Crown. Shawneck defending. They just pass it around the perimeter with no urgency to score, it looks like. Sean will take that right up, and he'll drop it off to Dewey. He'll give it back to Sean. Sean over to Jalen. And a charge called. I don't think.
Looked like a flop to me.
Yeah, I agree. It looked like Jalen spun around him, but either way, good acting there by Dundee-Crown.
Yeah.
That would have been something highly praised at Theater Fest. As Jalen will come out of the game with 3 fouls, Keyshawn will be right back in there. And the pressure stays on. Sean J gets it.
Oh my.
And Dewey just takes it right from him, gives it to Keyshawn, but it looks like a foul will be called. Great defense.
I think St. Patrick knew something about these guards. These guards not very good.
I have never seen something like that.
Yeah, he just turned around, took it away from him.
Took it so easily. Never seen that.
I just want to say, if there was a shot clock on this game, I think Dundee-Crown had no points.
They'd violate that clock 27 times.
Their possessions take like 45 seconds each time down.
But that's one of the luxuries of playing high school basketball. There is no shot clock. You can take your time, and when you're winning, you can really put a game away by just passing.
Yeah, really. Like, I mean, you could waste a minute every possession if you really wanted to.
We're under 10 seconds to go here in the third quarter. And it looks like Shamrocks are going to have an opportunity to put a last shot, potentially a buzzer beater, in the score. It'll put their point total over 40 for sure.
I wonder if we'll see something inside to Io. He's got the size advantage over everyone.
Yeah, there's a big size advantage.
I think you just lob it up to him.
Or they might just try to isolate one of the shooters like Jalen or Max. And Io will put up a floater, and Max will put it right back in. And there will be the buzzer beater that we just requested. Max Chofie, the chauffeur, coming through.
It's a big shot for Chofie. I like the play. They lob it up to Io. Got a good look. Didn't go, but Chofie came in running from, looked like he was out from the perimeter, ran in, got that rebound.
It looked like he was floating in the air when he grabbed that one.
Chofie has a new haircut. Maybe that's what's helping him out.
Yeah, the chauffeur got a little trim. He's put together a great game. I've seen a couple of threes, a 2-pointer, and whatever he tallied in the first half.
Yeah, he's been, not even this game, just all season, he's been dead-eye from 3, and he's been doing, it seems like, all the dirty work for St. Pat's. Sets a lot of hard screens.
And last year, obviously, the team that made it almost all the way downstate were led by seniors. And we knew a couple of guys would step up for sure, like Lawrence and Keyshawn and Jalen. Max has been one of those surprises, and that's been crucial to the Shamrocks' early success this season, as if they maintain the lead and win this game, they'll be over the double-digit mark for the season.
Yeah, Max Chofie's really stepped up his game. He knew that going in, he was going to be needed for the St. Patrick team. He stepped up.
And the Shamrocks are going with a taller lineup, as it'll be Lawrence, Keyshawn, Sean, John Hamilton, and Henry Guzman.
We haven't seen much of Lawrence. He's kind of been in foul trouble the whole game, but
Yeah, I believe he has 3 along with Jalen. So it looks like this quarter we might see a lot of Xavier Pinson. There's John on top of the key. That's a place you don't usually see him.
yeah. I think Pat's right now is just taking advantage of the size differential.
One thing that I've noticed as the season has gone on is that guys like Henry and Max have been playing increasingly more every game, giving John Hamilton a little bit of a rest.
Yeah, I think they're getting more and more time. Not only to give John Hamilton a rest, it's just they're playing at really great rates right now. They're playing really well, both of them.
Big men are coming through, which is one thing we need, because this is not a team that is tall, but it is a team that has a lot of heart, and guys like John and Henry really show that.
Yeah, I would hope to see Henry in as kind of like a senior leader, kind of leading that defense, I would think.
As there you see him right in the middle, anchoring everything. And Lawrence will not be able to get it, and they won't call backcourt either. Dundee-Crown fighting over who's going to get the ball underneath the basket. Looks like they'll call Keyshawn with another foul.
Looked like it was almost. Did he go over the backcourt right
I
there?
thought he did when he slid. He must have kept the ball behind. That was something from our view we couldn't see.
Yeah, a lot of questionable calls so far of these refs. I don't know if you saw it earlier on, but Sean Eck and Jalen were both really upset with the referee calling.
Yeah, well, at this point, it doesn't look like it's hurting us that much.
Yeah, true.
Still up by 14 with 6.5 to go in the fourth.
I mean, if Dundee-Crown's going to take, as long as they are right now on offense, it doesn't look like they're going to even have enough shots to bring them some back.
Definitely. As it looks like Henry's playing defense there, and now it's Sean. Dundee's backpedaling. I don't know how they expect to get back into this game.
Yeah, they have to drive, not go back. And
Hey.
they're not getting any open shots on perimeter.
Sean
so.
J brought it in the paint and kicked it out yet again. Fakes the three-pointer. It looked like he came up and he traveled, but he did not. And Sean J will get the basket.
Really good look, though.
Did you think that was the travel on that shot fake, or did his feet
I
stay
thought
down?
I thought he left, but
I
I mean, I
did
guess
too.
we're not down on the court, but
Keyshawn in the corner to Lawrence. Lights out Lawrence, no good. But Henry will grab the rebound. Over to John. Sean will dribble it in, give it to Keyshawn. He'll fake a three. Looked like he left too.
yeah, I was about to say that too. Thought maybe he left his heels on the ground.
And Lawrence gives it to Sean.
I like when they make those passes in the corner and the passer always sets a screen.
Good fake there by Keyshawn. He won't shoot it. Looks like this is a bit of a stall as Lawrence puts up a three. Lights out Lawrence, no good. He'll get his rebound right back. Nice tip there by John. Sean Eck will be dribbling around again. He'll hand it to Lawrence. Lawrence gives it to Keyshawn. He'll dribble around the top. Tries to thread the needle between number 20 and 12, can't do it. Gives it to Sean. This has been about a minute possession, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, they're definitely just trying to waste the time.
Lawrence,
Oh,
what a
wow.
pass to Henry. The Goose, you know it. Lawrence knows it too. He's loving it out there.
That's a great thing when Lawrence and Keyshawn drive. They saw the defense come up on them. Everyone came up on Lawrence, and they got an open shot for Henry.
Yeah, with a lot of times when you describe a basketball player, one thing that you don't always say is they have great vision. But Lawrence and Keyshawn, man, do they have great vision. They can see the open man from anywhere on the court.
Yeah, that's kind of one of the things you need as a basketball player, to be able to read defenses, and they both have that ability.
And Lawrence and Keyshawn are both great at it. And now Io came in the game along with Jalen. Sean Eck, how did he not take that shot? He was wide open.
I think they're trying to waste the time at this point.
I was just going to say, must have been some instruction from Coach Bailey.
Yeah. Lawrence saw that the whole way, though.
Lawrence takes a floater. No good, but whistle blew.
I don't know what they called there.
They may have called him for a travel or an offensive foul that we might have missed.
Maybe because he got his leg up, maybe hit them with his leg.
Oh, perhaps. As Jalen almost pokes it away again.
I mean, yeah, they turned it over last possession. I think, was that back-to-back turnovers?
I thought so.
Once again, they're just passing it on the wing.
Shamrocks look like they're in like a relaxed man-to-man.
Yeah. I think all they're doing is just pressuring the wings, and it looks like they're almost forcing the turnovers themselves at this point.
Yeah. And Sean J will kick it over. Big man taking a three. No good, and no rebound there from Lawrence. Will be Shamrock ball. They're calling over the back on Dundee-Crown.
I think at some point for Dundee-Crown, I know we talk a lot about, you see in the NBA, all these great passing from Golden State and San Antonio, but at some point you're making too many passes only on the perimeter. You don't get it in at all. You're not going to do anything on offense.
Yeah, you gotta pass with the goal to score, not just pass to pass. And it looks like Dundee-Crown is just passing to pass.
Yeah.
Spin move by Lawrence, gives it to Io. He couldn't keep up with it. Lawrence, these past couple games, is starting to been playing the way Xavier Pinson does on sophomores. So I'm starting to wonder if they're feeding off each other, because at the same time, Xavier's starting to shoot better.
I wonder if Lawrence is kind of taking Xavier under his wing.
Next year, that'll be a scary duo.
Yeah.
Travel there by Lawrence. No charge, no block, but a travel is called on Lawrence Merrick.
Lawrence looked kind of upset with that call, too.
Yeah, not as so much upset as he looked confused.
I thought he made a good move.
I did too. And there's Curie Powell now. Give it to Sean J in the middle. They look way too relaxed to be down 14.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, you got to start putting up shots in the first 15 seconds, 15, 20 seconds every shot. Instead, they're taking like 45 seconds, 35 seconds. Too long.
And Dundee-Crown doesn't look like they can get it in right to Sean Eck. Almost
Jeez.
looked like it was passed to him.
I was going to say that was almost a 5-second violation, too.
What a move by Sean. He won't get it, but John will mop up the rebound and put it right back in.
Yeah, I think St. Patrick just has more talent than this team. Let's just put it that way.
Can we call John Hamilton the mop?
Oh, that's a good one.
Just mops up all the rebounds, cleans them right up, puts them right in. Sean Eck will take it down the court. Right to Lawrence. He'll fake a shot. Give it to John. He wasn't expecting it. But Dundee did not go out of bounds. Never mind.
I think that's one of the greatest things about this St. Patrick's team. It seems like everyone knows their role and specializes at what they do best. And they kind of embrace that. It makes them a better team as overall.
For sure.
I mean, you see Hamilton doesn't force, for his example, he doesn't force anything on offense. He does all like the rebounding and dirty work. He might not be as tall as everyone out there, but he definitely has that energy and power to get those rebounds, and he kind of embraces that. You don't really see him shooting that many jump shots. You don't really see him trying to force anything in the post. You see him getting most of his points are off second chance points, I would think.
Yeah, a lot of his points are off rebounds that he gets and puts up, or wide open shots from the block generated by a drive. He's one of those guys that, although you don't see it on the score sheet, he's one of the biggest players on the team.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of those guys.
Him and I also think Sean Eck plays that way. The way he passes selflessly, he has so many wide open shot opportunities that he just doesn't take. And he does it by generating even better shot opportunity for another player, which allows our scores to be so high and him to stay out of foul trouble and things like that.
I think he knows his role is kind of as a facilitator, and I mean, he doesn't have that great of an outside shot, but I mean, he still got a decent one, but he knows Keyshawn, Lawrence, and Jalen, they're all dead eyes out there.
And a lot of you didn't get to catch the Notre Dame game, but he was knocked down in that game.
Oh yeah, Sean Eck I would say, was probably our biggest player there.
I've never seen Sean play like that. He really shined against Notre Dame, which is something you like to see.
You kind of need that senior experience, and
in a rivalry game, definitely.
yeah, that was big.
Just like every rivalry, it really doesn't matter the records, because Notre Dame was ranked, I think, 8th in the state.
Yeah.
And they fell to our Shamrocks. Jalen will take a jump shot. The SS Jalen, ladies and gentlemen. Take a ride.
I mean, if you look at the conference as a whole, we might not be one of the biggest teams there, but I think we're one of the most dangerous teams.
Definitely. If we play the right team in the playoffs, we can, and if we play the right game, we could definitely make another run like we did last year.
I kind of wonder why we don't make more noise in our conference, considering no one seems to be talking about us. It's always about Notre Dame because they're high ranked, but I mean, we've already knocked off 2 really talented teams.
Notre Dame and Marist, and that was early in the season. We're still improving. Io swats him down. Basket will not count, but he'll be going to the line for 2 shots.
I think kind of St. Pat's plays with a chip on their shoulder almost.
That they're not expected to be as good as they are, and year after year they shine.
I think kind of gets so angry. Like, you see all these teams.
Looks like Craymon Johnson and Mike Killian come into the game.
Unloading the bench. You kind of see like all these teams like Marist and Notre Dame with all these D1 kids, D1 bound, going to all these colleges, and then we see St. Pat's who just out hustles everyone, it seems, and we get these wins.
Definitely. And it looks like Luke Labus is in the game, along with Marcus Wright, the freshman, and Jack McLaughlin.
That's it. I like seeing all these bench guys try to prove themselves in the last minute of the game.
And knowing that of like what we were just talking about, of how our team is a little bit younger, next year is going to be scary.
Yeah, even though these guys don't get a lot of playing time this year, these guys all have a lot of talent to be great next year.
And the sophomore team, I believe, has only lost 1 or 2 games all season. I believe they're 16-2.
Yeah, even sophomore and freshmen's been really well too.
Yeah, and there's Craymon heading toward the hoop. He'll get a high floating floater to go, as the Shamrocks are approaching the 50 mark as they lead 49-33 with 20 seconds to go. And Craymon will scoop up another turnover. And he'll give it to, who's that, Jack? Jack will scoop it up, give it to Luke. Over to Marcus. Craymon in the corner takes a long 2, and that's good. Craymon lights out so far. KJ looking more like MJ right now.
Talked to Craymon. He said he's been working on his jump shot and his three-point ability over the summer.
And Dundee misses as the Shamrocks will win the game. Fire up the fight song. Shamrocks win again. They'll be at double-digit wins now. That's 10 wins on the season and only 6 losses.
Yeah, not a very close game. We pressured them, forced turnovers, kind of just blew them out, kind of quietly almost.
Yeah, it didn't really seem like a blowout, but if you look at the scoreboard, we won by 18 points, and Dundee-Crown, to say the least, was overmatched.
Yeah, I think we had more talent than them. Let's just put it that way.
Definitely big win by the Shamrocks. We'd like to thank you for joining us at Curlin Court. Final score was the Shamrocks 51 and Dundee-Crown 33. We'd like to thank Coach Bailey for his pre-recorded halftime interview. We'd also like to express our gratitude to some of the behind-the-scenes people who have helped us to make this production possible. Mr. Doyle, our producer and director, and video and audio coordinator. He really did a lot today. Along with Kenton Doyle, the class of 2023, as our camera operator. Without those people tonight, we would not have been able to produce a show like the one we did.
And I'm Nathan Uzanis, class of 2017.
And I'm Anthony Pasquale, class of 2018. Join us again Tuesday, January 12th, when we take on Loyola Academy here at Curlin Court. And the news on the street is Pat Foley might be joining us in the studio for that game. We'll be here on Ustream TV at 6:30 p.m. Be sure to follow us on Twitter at SPHS Webcast and drop us a line at SPHSWebcast@stpatrick.org. I'd like to thank you all for tuning in. So long for Nathan, I'm Anthony Pasquale. We'll see you next time. Rock on.